del camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón, no. Que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por los likes. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Moscay. Me compro una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ride. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me enfango, no voy a marcar la Hawaii. Si no te gusta, sorry, esa es la que hay. Porque antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba por ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no.
And Wellington blacker than minimum sentence. And I was apprenticing under a villain. Fistful of metal to pay my respects. I started my dentist to get this new grill. And the incoming call from Shabuya Connect. The look in my closet is more than a second. Master pick against Aaron Donald, it's hard to explain. The rush of a feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it the trail. Bent over the tide, my mornings and fell. Cloaking the vice on the rolls, I look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche and toast in the well. The tarragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. Put on my power scout, the Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate the city, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. Yeah. I feel like Joe Horn. I like to score and play and set up another. Table for 2, I step out on the shorty to pick up a pack from my Cartier buffs. Give me a second. Don't really matter the Lord or yo, I'ma turn it to furnace. Never hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight, turn on the burners. Flipperless with it. Because you cheer the spice strips. MS Supreme 98 size 11, I crushing my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger, that matches so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it, I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson. I'ma be back in a minute. I ran it up just to give me a monogram, 1-on-1 cast iron skillet. Way I've been raising my prices, I'm grateful as ever, cause it took a village. Way I've been a shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working with, I'm not really feeling. Needed a breath, so I bit on the bullet. I still got some cracks in my molars. Get on a flight at my brow headquarters as soon as the weather get cold. 7 consecutive strikes like professional bowler. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats and digits. I found a way to go get it.
Here come the boogeyman, what we do on the can run the clock on American Bandstand. Flushing the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Give me the girls and the cause I need all the things. Listen to damn, cause I'm neat. Hear the punk rock bumble while you shuffle your feet. Life in the fast lane, guarantee to win in the rap race. Speeding them all, I've been stuck in a bad place. Fat face, sugar in the gas tank. Sucking on my tailpipe, my pace. Nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same, you can't contain a rubber game. To keep it the fame, whether I'm paid, whether I'm never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name. Yeah. Take the mask off. I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, it always feel like I only go backwards. Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. Can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a now I'm over the homies. Not every kid should be getting a trophy. Ponies and cronies will need to turn the bands only. Came out my love with bigger or plastic. Just need you touched it, it's fantastic. This is classic, practice my little gymnastics. Came to blast hits from the pocket Jurassic.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tú metiste en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Pero, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. El abuso, si sale un neque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Hasta siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Espera, arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus cheras hacen fila, son una bandida, buscan que la bendiga. Soy el rainbow killer, el dueño en la maquila, biche en la valija. Para el edit, foto tiene fija, las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster, todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Gamaliel, International Flow, John Gama, dando de la mata, del valle las hamacas. Salvi, si les tomas es que les está dando vértigo, viendo para acá arriba.
All's my life I has to fight. All's my life hard times like like Nazareth, I'm f***ed up, homie, you f***ed up. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright, right?
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
right.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One keep the room with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows. 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me. Reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven. No preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone crazy. Trying to side my vices all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. See, my name is Lucy, I'm your dog. You can live at the mall. I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner, put the candy painting on a Rico. Digging in my pocket, in a profit big enough to feed you every day. My logic, get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of your Chico. I don't talk about it, be about it. Every day I sequel. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you. Pet dog, my dog, that's all. Pick back and chatter. For y'all, I rap, I'm black on tracks, so rest assured. My rights, my wrongs, I right till I'm right with God. When you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the streets for sure. I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
I keep my head up high, I cross my heart and hold you. Loving me is complicated, too afraid of life changes. I'm alright in your favor, dark nights and my prayers.
When I first met you, baby, everything I wasn't any battle than a shade on. Your blue eyes around him, how could I miss the color of your stare? It doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotion, 7 days at a time. Oh, the water's blue, and so are you. I won't
for your company. My sugar, feels like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the tea. And I'm still just trying to understand. But is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love? Make me dance by myself now. Is it our love? Sets my soul on fire. Is it our love that takes me a little too higher? An empty glass is what I got. Mess is what I'm not. I'm just feeling good, trying to understand. Since we put it on the table, it's feeling like I'm unable to comprehend. I still don't understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Shelf now. Is it your love? Make me dance by myself now. Self now. Is it that sets my soul on fire? Is it our love that takes me a little too higher?
Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Hawaii taking on Houston. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ketel Marte. Fastball in for a strike, and we're underway. There's a swing and a drive. Acuna going back. Bangs off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And ball one.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. On the ground, right side. Torres over to first, and they get the out on Alvarez. Now batting Jarren Duran. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
There goes the runner. Ball outside. High leg kick. Throw. Save. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Next offering is down low.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2-2. On the ground to Devers. Throws to first in time. Back here at PNC Park, Brian Reynolds here. Marte should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's Devers at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's two down. Anthony Santander at the plate. And that one hammered. Adios, pelota. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Gleyber Torres. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Just missed. Skubal in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And now it's going to be Mike Lowell.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
The lefty to 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out on that double play.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Makes the catch. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Double play ball to second. Here's Marte for one.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
2 outs. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2. That one is absolutely belted. Ranging back. And that one is off the wall. Carter around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And ring him off, says Patrick. And we're back. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Burns back to work. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-1.
It gets down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
One strike.
Marte hustling after it. That'll drop in. Plays it out of high.
Two consecutive base hits for this team.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave,
there's 1 out, and that's 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Alex Verdugo at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Marte on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Reaches out for the tag, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Hit on the ground to short. Marte. 2 up, 2 down. Jason Varitek, the next to hit. RBI single his last time up. Started to swing, held up. And misses inside. Next pitch is downstairs.
This doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Out to center. Reynolds gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Ethan Salas. Late swing, foul to the left. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
The 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
And there's a foul ball. Duran snags it on the run. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And here is Devers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Up the middle, De La Cruz tosses to first, and Devers is set down. On to the 4th. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. So up next, Nick Kurtz. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Not close with that one. Counts full, 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
In there safely. 1 out, and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
That's a ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Reynolds. That's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
He's got it, and that'll do it. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Way back there. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-2. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That clips a corner. De La Cruz over to Torres.
He's out.
Back to first, and that is a double play. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate, and he's already singled in this game. Check swing, went around, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped left field. Adios, pelota! An absolute smash to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and we're level. It's 3-3. And now here is Nick Kurtz. Duran on the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, and Skubal gets the strike. Back here at PNC Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Marte goes 6'1", 210 pounds, and he's usually a second baseman, but today he starts in center. Reynolds makes the grab, 1 down. Elly De La Cruz up now. You don't want to let him get on base.
Yeah, led baseball in stolen bases last year. Also led the league in getting caught stealing. Nobody's perfect.
Next one misses, and that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking. Here's Jordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one's gone. Jordan Alvarez circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
This one in the air. Schultz. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Alex Verdugo. Skubal back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
That's towards center. Marte should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. A single his first time. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Duran brings it in. Out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Swing and a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Rafael Devers.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Top of the 6th inning. Stepping in, Jason Varitek. Tap foul at the plate. That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Devers hauls it in, and there's one away. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
In the dirt, and the count is 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds gets under it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Nick Kurtz will hit next. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just
that's strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Anthony Santander. That one misses in the dirt. Marte on the move, racing back. Makes the catch up against the wall. Here's Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Little chopper rolls foul. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So digging in, Ketel Marte. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
0-1's the count.
Marte going back. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Acuna now. Now a pitch out to defend against the squeeze, but nothing going on. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Nick Kurtz. Digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the...
Strike 3. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. Here's Alex Verdugo. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And fouled off. That's
One
way
ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Fastball is outside. Torres, the runner at third. Marte over at second. Acuna on at first with 2 down. Here's a 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Mike Lowell. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Reynolds. And it's caught for the out. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just missing there. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Marte stands in now and watches strike 1. And that misses. And it's 1-1. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one hammered left field, way back there. And brings it in at the wall. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. Just missed. And another ball. Takes it in for the out. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Santander stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. That one in the dirt and gets away. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Hard hit, base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it.
He's under it at short, puts the squeeze on it. Back here in Pittsburgh, and the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Looks like extra bases. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. And the tying run's at second base with a double.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. With the tying run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So the tying run at second. Check swing, called strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Man at second. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Durant stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runner at second here, one gone. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open,
balls,
one
no
out.
strike.
Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Chapman now 1-run game. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Varitek, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now before the pitch, he looks him back. That one way inside. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Gleyber Torres up to hit. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Out to short, Marte. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 8th. Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Clase, in his 5th season, he throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Torres fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one ripped to left. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Wow, it ends up being just a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
To second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Chapman back to work. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Fought off foul.
One ball, two strikes.
And that one ripped into right. And Acuna able to make the grab.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a big swing and a miss.
One ball, two strikes.
Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. They're down to their final strike.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Chapman is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the bad after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Marte swings through it for strike one. Rudder takes off. Right side, hard hit. And that is the ball game. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
is it safer? Plan on finding love a little later. This came too soon, and I'm not too sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies, suddenly you're always on my mind. But I stop the flow of emotions, 'cause I don't know how to control what I'm feeling. It's going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight. Wouldn't matter every time I try. I fall deeper into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules. I can't help but give in to you. I'm looking for layers, hoping you're not just saying all the pretty words I love to hear. You don't even know how deep I feel. I'm playing it cool, but I'm losing it over you. Lately I've been trying on your last name, but it just feels so soon. It's just going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight. Wouldn't matter every time I try. I fall deeper into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules. I can't help but give in to you. I can't Can you be mine? Wanna be mine? Give me a time, all of your time. Can you be mine? Wanna be mine? Give me a time, give me a time. Can you be mine? Wanna be mine? Give me a time, all of your time. Can you be mine? Wanna be mine? Give me your time, all of your time.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. Yeah, we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. 'Cause I'm over trying and making it right. When I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding out from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end. There's no way we're going back now. No, you ain't giving what I need. Yeah, that crowd was getting too loud, screaming out, saying I'm not gonna be the one to pick up your pieces, stop my life when you need it, say you blame me for everything when you leave it. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding out from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end.
emotions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me torn up, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding out from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around. At the end.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Houston going up against Hong Kong. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Towing the slab in today's game, Jake Arrieta. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missed. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In the air on the infield. Kurtz makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Ketel Marte.
The shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Bazana. The throw to first. They get the out on Marte.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And first offering is fouled off. Swung on, belted. Bellinger drop step going back. Up against the wall. And now here is Travis Bazana. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. In the air, center field. Reynolds gets under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Manny Ramirez. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
Yeehaw!
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Pitch misses
1-1.
there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
3-1.
Not even close there. And the count is 3-1. And strike 2.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That's the ball.
That one outside. And that's ball 1. And that's fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Line, and that's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Bellinger at second. Ramirez at first. One gone. That's inside. And it's 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. Save! In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead. Digging in, Nick Kurtz. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Balls, what strike?
Next offering is down low.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fastball is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So
nice swing. Second inning set to go. Anthony Santander at the plate. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. David Ortiz now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Arrieta measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a sinker, a slider. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1 down, base is empty. And Gleyber takes outside.
1-1.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Reaching for it and brings it in. So 2 down now, and here is Nick Kurtz. Foul ball. 0-1 down. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ramirez. And makes the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Check swing, no appeal. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So up next, Barry Larkin. And the first offering is not close. He swings and fouls one off. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's gone. He'll touch them all. It's 3-1. So the batting order turns over. Now Travis Bazzana. Ground ball right side. Collected by Torres. Got the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2.
That's the ball.
That's inside. Swinging a foul straight back.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Reynolds makes the grab, and that's the inning. Top half of the third inning, leading off Evan Carter. Arrieta back to work. Grounds one to short. Finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the catcher to hit, Ethan Salas. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ryan Reynolds here. First time up was a pop-out. Runner on the go. That one fouled off. Carter leads off first with one away. Runner on the go again. Strike in there.
No ball,
and that's a stolen base. Not even close. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Larkin. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Fouled off. He was late. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. Set for the bottom of the third. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that's in there at the knees. So Cody Bellinger went as a 4th-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just 1 home run. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. There's the strike.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a good eye there.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4 to aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Basallo batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that,
he makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And next is the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez. Foul ball there.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. He circles the bases. It's 6-1. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And a ground ball to first. Kurtz takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one is inside ball 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That's in there. And that's strike 1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Just misses with that one. It is interesting. Though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Roll picked out of the dirt, body save. So man aboard, and now Barry Larkin. In the air out towards right center. Carter on the move to the alley. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Start of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And that is out of play. Kurtz steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Clips the corner. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. One out, base is empty. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Bellinger snags it for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
No strikes.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive. Bellinger makes the play, and that's the third out. Bottom four. Now it's the second baseman. Travis Bazzana. In there at the knees. 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Chopped out towards short. Marte throws the first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
1 strike.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the out.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. One down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Line drive, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Samuel Basallo. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ramirez at first, one gone. And now
That's
1-2.
1-2.
That one
Ball.
missed. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So now here's the DH, Jason Dominguez. They say you win. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
That's in there, and the count even at 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Fouls one off. 2-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Count is full.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one pushed to the left and foul. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double. And the batter now, Evan Carter. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one in the dirt. One out and a runner at second. That one ripped. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second. It's 8-2.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So the lineup flips over. Now a chance for Brian Reynolds. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
On the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Alex Verdugo. And there's a strike, Chapman. A tall lefty, 235 pounds, and he was born in Cuba.
That was straight queso right there.
On the ground to third. Devers throws out to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Barry Larkin will hit next. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. Really late right now.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. And here is Ketel Marte.
Now pitching, Roki Sasaki.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Sasaki. Here's Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander, the next to hit.
Santander.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Manny Ramirez. Chapman back to work. 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul. That one inside. And a count 1-2. Lined into right. Throw over to first.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball. Dibble. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Got him looking.
Nice try,
that was pretty nasty. And here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. First pitch swinging.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Basallo checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. So first and second with 2 outs. And the batter now, Jason Dominguez. In the air, left field. Santander under it. And that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Falling behind 2-1. Kurtz nabs it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And a foul ball. Out towards left center. Bellinger in a full sprint. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Cut on and missed at 101. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Torres over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2. This one smacked out to left center. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Verdugo around second. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. Towards first, a sliding stop, and that's a nice play to end the inning. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. To the right side. He'll do it himself. First out in the top of the 8th. Ethan Salas getting ready to hit. Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Catcher has it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds now at the plate. Ramirez makes the catch, inning over. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's going to be Travis Bazzana. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Dibble, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure that feels pretty good after going hitless in this one so far. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner on the goal. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bazzana on at first. Nobody out. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. And that's way high. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. That one to first. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Foul ball. Chapman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
1-2 now.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Now fly ball to right center. Bellinger on the move. And there's 1 down. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow. It makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Santander now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1 strike away. Pitch misses. Full count now.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone. Next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. First pitch, and he just misses. He was late there. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to...
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Bellinger makes his way towards it, and that'll do it.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.
8-2 the final here for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Alaji, 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 Alaji. I'm allergic to the bad vibes. I'm allergic to the bad mind.
Brian Reynolds here.
Leading off for New York, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Fastball for a strike. And we are underway. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Back foot slider struck him out. So digging in, Matt Shaw. Fly ball to right. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. 2 down, base is empty. Jason Varitek will hit next. Inside, just missed. That smash towards center. This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw.
He was all over.